As all of us in this room know, the financial system is definitively, I think we can say at this point, moving on chain. 10 years ago, I founded a bank in the UK from scratch. We got a full banking authorization from the PRA and FCA in London. We completely rebuilt the technology stack for what banking at the time in Europe, or at least in the UK, meant. We were supported by regulators in innovating in this space. It was still post-global financial crisis, and there was a lot of desire to innovate in finance. Upon reflection, though, what we did was we innovated on the front end, and we innovated maybe in the middleware. We connected into legacy payments. We connected into legacy core banking platforms. And ultimately, despite our desire to fundamentally change finance, there was only so much we could do at the front end and at the middleware layer. Now, we collectively, those in this room, those who have been working on this problem space now for the better part of a decade, we're finally upgrading the back end, the settlement rails of finance. Stablecoins have proven market fit at this point. There's widespread adoption both within crypto, DeFi, as well as increasingly in the real economy. Stablecoins now power effectively 24/7 instant transfer of value, and they're increasingly being used not only by leading institutions, but real economy businesses as well. That said, there are many remaining frictions when it comes to how the economy uses digital assets. Stablecoins are one example. On-chain, perfect. 24/7, instant movement, security, safety, predictability, programmability. But as soon as fiat rails come into the picture, suddenly settlement is T+2. Anytime the on-chain economy touches the off-chain economy, we're looking at friction, risk, and ultimately issues which prevent the true expression of the technology that we've collectively been building. Currently in the market, there's a dichotomy, what I would consider to be a false dichotomy between yield and liquidity. Specifically here, we're thinking about the context of on-chain finance, regulated finance, stablecoins as cash, tokenized money market funds as often regulated, in some cases investment grade rated treasury management products. On-chain, these assets move 24/7, settle instantly, but again, anytime an off-chain flow is required, the whole system breaks down. I say this is a false dichotomy because the technology that we have today and the inherent characteristics of tokenized money market funds and stablecoins means that this problem with the right infrastructure can be solved. Multiliquid is neutral market infrastructure which connects the wide gamut of blue chip tokenized money market funds and other treasury products, which are securities, which are subject to compliance, governance, risk, whitelisting controls, but which represent, in many cases, investment grade, institutional grade treasury management products, connects that range of products with stablecoins across a range of issuers, and allows for the 24/7 instant convertibility between risk-free yield in the form of tokenized treasury products and liquidity, tokenized cash in the form of stablecoins. Multiliquid is deployed on a neutral basis. It's an open protocol which allows any user, be they DeFi, be they TradFi, to access yield in any amount without pre-funding, access liquidity in any amount without pre-funding, effectively creating 24/7 instant atomic sweep accounts, repos, and a range of other yield and liquidity related flows. Why does this matter now? I spent the last 2 years at Standard Chartered. I built a tokenized asset issuance platform. We partnered with Wellington Management, one of the largest asset managers in the world. We issued a tokenized money market fund. And despite the promise of this asset class as of today, there's still a range of friction points which prevent widespread institutional adoption and ultimately the power of 24/7 programmatic instant settlement, which truly has the power to transform finance. Why does this matter now? It matters because of Genius. It matters because of regulation in the US. It matters because of existing regulation in places like Europe, the Middle East, increasingly in Asia. It matters because the institutions are here. The institutions are actively participating, not just as builders, capital allocators, but also users of these rails. And it matters because real economy businesses are adopting stablecoins and replatforming traditionally fiat payments onto the rails that we've collectively built in this room. Multiliquid is built for institutions. We're open, we're neutral, we're always on. We're looking for ways to work with a range of tokenized asset issuers, RWA issuers, stablecoin issuers, and ultimately users across DeFi and TradFi of yield and liquidity. Thank you very much. Would love to connect at any time.